What's happening, Mad Squad? It's Joe, aka Mad Joe FC, and this is going to be my first in-depth review on a game trailer, Call of Duty World War II. I'm an absolutely huge Call of Duty fan, and there was a lot of new stuff in that trailer for World War II. So, let's get into this analysis. Gas masks. This is multiplayer. So gas masks will be usable in multiplayer. I'm trying to think if they've been in previous Call of Duties before. I don't think so. So that means there'll most likely be some kind of grenade or smoke that you could throw, like tear gas or something, to where you'd have to use gas masks. I like the song. And throughout this, I'm not going to go into specifics on weapons because I'm not too sure what any of these weapons are. I just know they'll be fun to use. Trenches. Trenches. Again, this is multiplayer. So this is multiplayer. So when you see a lot of new stuff, that's a lot of stuff to talk about that usually you would see in campaign, not multiplayer, like the gas masks, trenches, This is multiplayer, so we'll have maps with trenches. I believe that's an MK14, if I'm not mistaken, or M1 Grand. I'm not sure. It's one of those. Was that guy gibbed? Yes, that guy was gibbed. Gibbing will be back for World War II. Bayonets. When I was reacting to this, I was trying to think of the name of it. I forgot what I called it. I might have called it Bayonet, but I think I called it something else. But yeah, we will be having bayonets, and this is actually the first Call of Duty to have bayonets, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe World at War or something. I think this is the first one to have bayonets. Bayonets is cool. Yep, trenches. Flame torch. Trenches, flame torch, bayonet, lots of new stuff. Maps. Maps, absolutely beautiful. This actually reminds me a little bit of, and don't hate me when I say this, but a map from Ghost called Whiteout. I know there are a lot of snow maps, but this one just really reminds me of it because it's in a forest, how Whiteout was. Huh. Notice how this guy's like white kind of clothing on, so that could just be something by default, I believe. Yeah, it could just be something by default. I don't know. Or if it's like a certain type of camo skin you could get. Again, maps, absolutely beautiful. And personally, it doesn't matter to me whether maps are 3-laned or not, because Ghost, a lot of their maps weren't 3-laned. It was just like, think of Stonehaven from Ghost, that castle map, or Siege, Octane. Well, Octane kind of was 3-laned in a way, but point is, Ghost had a lot of like non-3-lane maps, and a lot of people didn't like that because I guess it felt too chaotic. But for me, I like the maps on Ghost, so for me, maps don't really have to be 3-laned. I don't know, but most people like them 3-lane, so I guess I hope that they keep the maps 3-lane just for most other people's enjoyment. Giving. Right there. Gibbon. This right here. I didn't even notice this when I watched it. I was too hyped. They're parachuting into the map. We haven't seen this in Call of Duty multiplayer before. They are parachuting into the map. He said something. I want to... So, this is either when you spawn into the map before the match begins, or either this is when you die and you respawn. Because he said, let's get back into the fight. So I think it would be when you respawn. He said let's get back into the fight. So another map which I assume takes place in Germany based on the flags. Again, I wish I could talk about the weapons, but like I don't really know any of these weapons, so I'm not a weapons expert. The maps just look so beautiful. So beautiful. This. We're going to have maps on a freaking boat. I mean, okay, I know Nuketown, I know. And that one map from Ghost that I really, really loved. Even more than Nuketown, in my opinion. But I can't think of the name of it. But either way, I know we've had maps on ships before, but it's still cool to just know that like we're gonna have a map that's a ship. And I assume this in my reaction to the trailer, I was wondering if the planes were gonna be a kill streak, but I think this pretty much confirms that you can see a first person perspective of the cockpit. So yeah, that pretty much confirms it. It will be a kill streak. Oh, what was that? That was his weapon, I think. It looks like it might have been the end of his weapon right here that he used. I couldn't really tell. It happened so fast. Yeah, you can't really tell what it is, but it went through his helmet. So whatever it was sharp. It went through his helmet and in his skull. I guess it was... I can't tell what it was that he used. You can't tell from here. This. Now. So, I hate quick scoping. I do. I absolutely hate it. I remember when I first started playing Black Ops 2, which was the first Call of Duty I started playing. I was really good at quick scoping and I loved it. But then, I realized it's for noobs and 12-year-olds and kids and people who don't know what real sniping is. So I hate quick scoping. I really do. And this satisfied me. Non-quick scope. I don't know if that was purposely for the trailer and you really can't quick scope, or if that's how it is. I hope that's how it is. And this is either a kill streak or this could be the new 25 to 30 kill streak reward. You know how You get the Moab and Modern Warfare games, and then you have the Chem Strike and Ghost, and the DNA Bomb and Advanced Warfare. That could either be this, or it could just be a kill streak, because I know there's multiple of them. And this looks like it's another kill streak, because you get a bunch of these planes. Because notice how there's just a brigade of planes flying by. So that seems like that's a kill streak on its own. It's just a brigade of planes flying by, dropping these things. This is multiplayer, remember? So I assume this is a spawning into the map before the match begins, because they're driving up. I noticed this when I watched it. Destructible environments. We've only had one Call of Duty to have destructible environments, and that was Ghost. And that's one of the reasons is my favorite Call of Duty. I loved destructible environments. Right here, we see them blast. We see them blast a wall open. So that is our confirmation that there will be destructible environments in World War II. So I am happy about that. Tanks. Tanks. I got so hyped when I saw this, because the last time we had tanks in Call of Duty was in World at War, I believe. And you know, I wasn't playing Call of Duty around then, I was too young. But now that I do play Call of Duty, and to have a Call of Duty game that has tanks in it again, yeah, it's gonna be lit. It's gonna be lit. Freaking tanks, everybody. Look at that. Tanks. So I think that's just standard bomb with a bunch of TNT. So would that be a C4, I guess? Of the C4 back then, you know? It has a switch on it. I guess it's just a standard bomb. It looks just like a standard bomb, so maybe C4. And for those of you who are thinking this right here, hold up. I don't think that was a dolphin dive. I know some people are confused, and some people think it could have been a dolphin dive. I don't think it was a dolphin dive. I don't think they're bringing that back. And then we also didn't see any sliding either. So will we even have any like movement to like kind of quickly get you from one point to another? Because there was no sliding, and I don't think that was a dolphin dive. I think it was just him, you know, being blasted away by the explosion behind him. Personally, I've always hated dolphin diving. I thought it was stupid, and I don't know, I've always thought it was a stupid thing to have in a war game. I loved it when Ghost introduced the sliding mechanism. Dual wheel. That's pretty much it. Like I said, I wish I could have talked about the weapons more, but you know, I'm not going to try and act like I'm a weapons expert and know what I'm talking about. So, you know, I'm not going to do that. But they all looked cool. And yeah, there was a lot in that. Tanks, destructible environments. What else? That thing that dropped from the plane, that like bomb thing, that could just be a kill streak, or either it could be like the new 25-30 kill streak award. Bayonets, trenches, kind of new ways to respawn to the map and to spawn into the map before the match begins. Didn't see any mechanism like sliding or dolphin diving to get you from point A to point B. I didn't see any of that. There was a lot of good stuff. A lot of good stuff. Graphics look like Sledgehammer quality. If you played Advanced Warfare, then you know that Sledgehammer is on par with their graphics. So, yeah, everything looked good to me, and this is Call of Duty. This is Call of Duty, y'all. This is what the masses have wanted. Personally, I will always get Call of Duty because it's Call of Duty, and because I love Call of Duty. So, no matter what it is, I will always get Call of Duty. But I am happy to see it return back to its roots. Boots on the ground, you know, past. So yeah, it's what everybody wanted. It's what we got. Now people want to complain that it looks like Battlefield. See that? You can't please anybody. The age we live in. But yeah, let me know how I did for my first game trailer in-depth analysis. If there's anything I could have done better. Again, like I said, I'm not a weapons expert. I'm not going to act like I am. So all I said about the weapons is they look cool and stuff. But yeah, if you enjoyed this video, let me know what you thought. Links to all my social medias down below in the description box. If you already said that. Okay. My name's Joe, aka Mad Joe FC. I hope you all have a marvelous day. Mad out.